I've always wondered why I could not settle for a job. Why every time I convince myself and I think it's a good idea, yes, let's get a job, let's save some money, let's do this. You got to understand, if your vibration is too high and your consciousness is too broad, you cannot restrict yourself to fit yourself in a circumstance and to dumb yourself down. Your consciousness will not let you do it. You know too much. If you know too much, you cannot fit yourself in a smaller space. And the part is, if you come from a place where you're not financially educated before, and then say you don't have enough money saved up yet so you can make that transition, now you're in this middle ground where, damn, maybe I just want to go back, put myself in this small area just to save up a little bit so I can go do what I want to do. No, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. It is not going to work. You have some people that are lucky that, yeah, they probably saved up a little bit so they have extra to go over and do what they got to do. You got to make a shift. You got to make a paradigm shift and make it and go crazy and turn and be like, I'm not going back. This is what I'm going to do. And whatever I have to go through before I transition to the abundant lifestyle, I'm going to go through it. Some people are lucky to save up before they can, but we had to go through the process of messing up financially, then we go broke, then we learn, now we're going at it the right way. But some people, they probably wasn't as bad with their money like us, so they had enough money to turn and go. We got to go through the mud, but because we know too much and we have a higher level of consciousness, it will not allow us to dumb ourselves down to go back and fit in into a job and to work and to save. You're not going to be at peace. And what's going to happen is it's going to keep you in a lack paradigm. And because you're in a lack paradigm, that money anyway, all of that money that you save, it's going to have to go anyways. Because you accumulated from a lack paradigm. You accumulated from a lack paradigm, so by the time you transition, that money got to go, and then something else got, different got to come in. So it's like, I've always wondered, like, why I hate going to work for these people, why I hate doing this, and now I understand my consciousness. I know too much, so it won't allow me to sell myself short. You get what I'm saying? It won't allow you. So if you're going through this, just know that you know too much. So that's why you can't fit into a smaller space, that you're restricting yourself. You're not using your creativity. You're not using your mind the way you should. And that job is trying to conform you to a certain way of being. And that is not going to work, especially when you know too much. So if you're wondering why, when I work a job, yeah, I know better, I just want to work, stack some money, then pivot. Unless that job is paying you a lot, where you can go work like a month and then jump. But if you start staying there a month, 2 months, 3 months, nah, there's going to be a point where you're like, your mind start to feel like it's getting squished and you have to leave. And that's what I've been going through. And I was wondering, like, why do I feel like it's not self-sabotage? It's your higher self calling you higher because you deserve better.